Hello!
Happy Shanty-Day number 386!
86.
Yep, I'm Sky.
I'm Sagan.
And we're siblings.
And we sing sea shanties and sea shanty adjacent music.
And it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Yep. Made it 2 days into the week.
Made it to Tuesday.
Yeah. No.
Nope.
No, but it's another new to us
This one is new to us. It's called On Board of a Man of War, also sometimes called the Press Gang.
Not like
Press Gang Mutiny, and
No.
not like
On board
the Man of War, let him die in peace. Not like that either. This is a different Man of War.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a horror story, to be perfectly honest. So a little bit of history about the term press gang has come up. We haven't really talked about what a press gang is. And a press gang is they were, for lack of a better term, recruiters that would often go out for either for the Royal Navy. I should say most often for the Royal Navies, but also sometimes
press ganged into service. Then that makes sense.
And also sometimes for the private companies like the Black Ball Line and that sort of thing. And sort of at their best, they would sort of use use people's sense of national pride or whatever to get them to sign up and join the fleet. Sort of general recruiter tactics. But they press gangs, for fairly good reason, have a pretty bad job, or I should say have a pretty bad reputation because they would essentially do whatever it took to get the sailor to sign on. This could range anywhere from intimidation tactics to if somebody first says well I don't really want to do that, and then suddenly you're surrounded by people on all sides, and just the implication of violence or of something bad befalling, they would intimidate people into signing up. Another tactic that they would often use was to get very chummy with the person and try to get them inebriated or distracted, and then get them to sign something. And once the paper was signed, they could basically pick the person up and throw them on the ship. There are horror stories of press gangs even like getting people so drunk that like they pass out and then they wake up on the ship with no memory of having signed anything. But of course somebody on the ship is there is like, oh no, I've got the paper and this is definitely your signature. Right. You just don't remember. So they were known for all sorts of unscrupulous tactics, straight up lying about what ship conditions were, whatever it took to pack the crews with bodies. And so press gangs have a pretty bad reputation for very good reason. And this story sort of tells the tale of a man who was fooled by some press gangers who said that the story on a boat would be very different from what it actually was. That's about all there is to it. There's not a twist. There is a reason why he sort of runs away from home and goes on the boat, and then it ends up sucking. But we'll get to that. It's at the end. So there is a chorus that everybody sings along
Lyrics
with.
are down below.
And the words are, on board of a man of war, me brave boys, on board of a man of war. Simple enough. And never mind. On board of a man of war, me brave boys, on board of a man of war. So it's got this good, almost sort of like chest pounding, sort of bellowy minor key chorus to go along with the somewhat shocking content of the lyrics. I shouldn't say shocking, the somewhat violent content of the lyrics. But
you want to try it?
Yeah. On board of a man of war, me brave boys, on board of a man of war. Yeah, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah,
It's very simple. I think this was used for both used as a shanty and also for a four bitter, also in social situations. But yeah,
Ready?
are you ready?
I guess we'll find out.
Am I ready?
I don't know. Are you ready?
I suppose we'll find out.
Okay.
As I rode up a London street, a bold press gang I chanced to meet. Why, they asked me if I'd join the fleet. On board of a man of war, me brave boys. On board of a man of war. Why, pray, brother sailors, and tell me true, what kind of usage they give you, that I may know before I go. On board of a man of war, me brave boys. On board of a man of war. But when I got there, to my surprise, all that they told me was shocking lies. And there was a row, a bloody great row, on board of a man of war, me brave boys. On board of a man of war. Oh, the first thing they done, why, they took me in hand, and they lashed me with a tarry strand. Why, they flogged me till I couldn't stand. On board of a man of war, me brave boys. On board of a man of war. They hung me up by my two thumbs, and they flogged me till the blood did run. And that was the usage that they gave me. On board of a man of war, me brave boys. On board of a man of war. I was married, and me wife's name was Grace. 'Twas her that I blame for this shocking disgrace, because it was from her that I ran away. On board of a man of war, me brave boys. On board of a man of war. But when I get my feet on shore, and I see the gals we do adore, why, I'll never go to sea no more. On board of a man of war, me brave boys. On board of a man of war.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost makes you think, as far as like, just it almost makes you think of like, Roll Alabama as another sort of like good shout along, belt along chorus.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting that
there
those
are other
stories survive, right? About all these, because it's not all like having a grand old time on the ocean. And we've sung plenty of those before too, of, people on the ocean that wished they were not on the ocean in particular. But fascinating that these stories still survive, in song form.
Especially the ones that paint the life on the ship as in a not at all flattering light.
Right. Had to have come from a sailor or a ship that was not part of that, didn't have that press gang recruiting for their particular line or their particular ship or whatever, or people that had been with other lines and then they left and were with a line that didn't do that or something. Just fascinating that these stories are out there and survive, and crazy. Well, hey, there you go. And great tune too. I like it. Get your shanty merch.
Yep.
And check out all the streams. Watch all the streams. Support all the people. And I don't know.
That's all I got.
Okay. Hey, be safe. We love you. And we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye.